welcome or welcome back to my channel. It's Pluto of Pluto's Muse here. Today we have another timeless pick a card reading titled An Intuitive Message from Your Shadow Side. Alright, so this is going to be an interesting reading. You have three options to choose from. You can choose out of the three options on the screen. If you enjoy this reading, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn on your notification bells. Check the description box down below to book a personal reading. Book a personal reading with me if you need further guidance. And check the description box for channel songs. All right. So take a second, meditate, and choose your pile. Hi, pile one. You are the pile that chose image one. All right. So pile one, your message from your shadow today. This is a love message. Okay. So this is definitely advice around your love life, pile one. Before we actually get into your messages, the numbers that could be relevant to this pile, you have 48, you have 39. Those may be relevant numbers. So somebody could be 48, somebody could be 39, somebody could also be born in 93, somebody could be born in 84, somebody could also be I believe that's 12. So heavy on the Sag and Capricorn. I'm also getting heavy Libra. Okay. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, heavy. Sag, again. Leo, heavy. Little bit of Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You could have these placements. Somebody that you're dealing with has these placements. Listen, pile one. What does your shadow want you to know right now? You got to learn how to let go. Okay. There's a need for you to recognize when it's time to release control. There is a cycle in your love life that's been playing out that you have been through before, either with the person that they're talking about or just in general. There's a pattern that you have when it comes to your love life. And it seems like some form of self-sabotage. It's definitely a karmic cycle, or you tend to enter karmic relationships where you're learning a lesson because the last one wasn't fully retained. Okay? There seems to be a connection in your life currently that isn't in your life for the right reasons. I don't want to say right with quotations because it's definitely here for a reason, this connection, but it's not here for the reason that you want it to be. Some of you want to be with whoever this person is, or maybe this is someone you're attracted to. This could be a new person too. I don't know who this is. This could be somebody that you have some sort of history with. Whoever this person is, they're blocking you from seeing better opportunities. This person is blocking you from guidance from your guides. Your guides are trying to give you guidance around this person or around your overall growth. And I feel like some of you aren't listening to your guides. Heavy emphasis on crows in this pile, or owls, birds. Some of you are hearing a lot of birds, seeing a lot of birds. These are protection animals. Your guides are trying to let you know that they're protecting you. Somebody in this pile could be connected to Hecate or Hecate. But yeah, the biggest thing that I'm getting in this pile is that either there's some sort of inner child healing that needs to take place within you, or some of you tend to move into connections where you are attracting or are attracted to people who have their own inner child wounding. Which again, it's nothing wrong with that. Everybody's human. Everybody has to heal. But the problem is that you lean into connections where you either have to take care of the people that you're dating, or they're like super codependent on you. Like some of you in here definitely got a love bomber around you, or you might like love bombing. You like when people love bomb you. Again, I'm not saying that it's anything wrong with being loved on, but it feels like some of you are attracted to or tend to entertain people that definitely get codependent on you. And your shadow wants you to know that this is something that you like. Okay, some of you may complain like, oh my gosh, why do I always meet people who are so back and forth or toxic with me? Or why don't they let me go? Or, why do we stay in these cycles? Why is this person love bombing me and then pulling away? Why is this person manipulative? It seems like you tend to attract people that you have either the upper hand over, like maybe you like to control these people, or maybe you just like some sense of control in these connections. So you entertain people that have similar patterns or wounds to people from your past or to you. And the less you address these wounds and these fears and these things that need to be healed within you, the more you repeat these cycles with people that, again, the connections aren't built off of genuine love. It's off of an attachment or codependency or the fear of being left alone. Like some of these people are around you because they don't want to be left alone. Some of you could be divorcees, or this could even be a partner that you are divorcing that I'm talking about. Or there's just something here about like, now, God forbid, God forbid, somebody in here, you could be married or you could be in a relationship, and the person that you're entertaining could be someone that you're not supposed to be with. Like maybe you're in a connection and you're entertaining outside parties and it's keeping you in this cycle of going back and forth. Not all of you. Some of you, even if you are entertaining an outside party, I'm still picking up on the fact that if you have a partner, you probably are playing out this cycle with your current partner or whoever else you feel has some form of arrested development, is what I'm getting. Some of you tend to attract people who are stunted emotionally. Okay. And maybe you feel more mature than these people, so you take care of them or you love them in hopes that they evolve. When in all actuality, they have to heal themselves, and you probably should look for a better partner. Okay. I think a lot of you in this pile are used to being the backbone, or again, are used to not having control. Maybe you've had really overbearing parents. Or maybe you were the type of person that just experienced a lot of unexpected changes in your life. So there's this desire to have partners that, or even like cheating. You've experienced cheating and betrayal and all kinds of stuff. So there's like this desire to have a partner that won't do that. And in your mind, the partners that won't do that are the ones that are, not as mature or not as developed as you are. Okay. Like I do pick up on the energy of a lot of you settling for less than what it is that you deserve, or for less than what it is that you require, because you enjoy the control. You enjoy the control more than the possibility of being alone. Some of you enjoy the control more than the healing process. And again, whether you know it or not, most cases, I'm really getting like there's a power dynamic in these connections that you have with people, where you either date down or you date people that are not good for you, but they're like addicted to you. Okay. And when I say date down, I don't mean like dating someone that you don't think is as attractive. It's not about attractiveness. This is about emotional intelligence and spiritual development. Some of you tend to be more evolved than the people that you date, but you like this because they need you, or you like this because it's a little toxic. I don't know. There's something here about somebody either currently being with someone that they need to release control over, or someone dating people. It really feels like past people. Dating people that don't really serve you. Just because, sometimes I also feel like there's an energy here of pride. If you put too much energy into these people, you have too much pride to let them go. I feel like you need to let some people go, or let a person go, regardless of how much time you spent with this person or how much you've invested in them. I feel like it's time to let this person go just so you can grow and evolve into the best version of yourself. Yeah. I also feel like some of you, your ancestors give you a lot of insight, but you don't listen. Pile one, you don't listen to your guides as much as you should. Whether you didn't listen to them about the partner you're currently with, or you just don't listen in general, like when they give you guidance. So your shadow is letting you know, like, you know, we'll tell you, like, I'll tell you what the right thing to do is. But if you want to feed me, because you know your shadow is your lower self, your shadow is like, if you want to feed me, that's cool. Yeah. They're like, that's fine. But you'd be better off waiting for something better, or paying attention to the other opportunities that the universe presents you in the meantime. But I'm getting like, yeah, if there's somebody that you're dating currently that isn't good for you, or you feel like it's stunting your own spiritual growth, or you feel is, you know, below your standard, or they're immature and all these different things, either this person is feeding your inner child wounds that you haven't healed, or this person is someone that you feel you can help heal. And in all actuality, it's just you have more control. You have the upper hand here. This oracle says, thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perception so that I can see what is of the highest good. Yeah, like your fear keeps you in dynamics like this. Fear of being alone, fear of, you know, having a partner that may be more evolved than you, anything like that. Your fear is keeping you here. Any messages from pile one, shadow, spirit? You have triggers in reverse. Some of you are either running away from your triggers, or you choose to get into connections that some of y'all gotta close out this cycle. There's a need to close out a cycle with somebody. Messages from pile. You could even be getting told, like, stop chasing the high of triggers. Yeah, lessons are being taught. You're learning a lesson here. Like, some of y'all like the chase. Some of y'all like when people chase you and act crazy. And yeah, look, someone better. Overstep boundaries. Options are being kept open. If any of you are ready to date new people in this pile, it's time to go. Go date new people. Pile one. The triggers are getting old. For some of you, I'm even getting two. Like, it's not even that the triggers are getting old. Some of you date people where it's like, you're not triggered to grow at all. You're not triggered to grow or heal at all. You're with people that you're very comfortable with because it's a very low vibrational relationship. And comfort is not a negative thing. Comfort is not a negative thing. I'm not saying that you should chase, you know, fear and anxiety, but I'm getting more so like chaos isn't comfort. And some of you are comfortable with chaos. When I say somebody's triggering you, I don't mean like they're doing things to trigger you. I mean, some of you could be missing out on connections where you could have very intellectually healing conversations, things that would make you feel uncomfortable because maybe nobody's ever asked you those kinds of questions, or, you know, and not in a trauma bonding type of way, but in a mutually healing type of way. Like, I'm getting there certain things. You might be dealing with somebody that never asked you about your goals or the things that you want to accomplish. Like, because maybe you're the only one that has goals. Maybe you're the only one that has certain things that you want to accomplish. Some of you need to aim higher. Okay, you deserve better. You should aim higher. Your shadow is saying somebody that keeps coming back and forth, somebody's love bombing you. Somebody that keeps coming back and forth, or somebody that you know isn't good for you. Somebody that isn't helping you get closer to your heart space and your intuition, whoever that person is. And again, not in a way where they're doing shady things that are triggering you into, I don't know, overanalyzing. But if you're not with someone that has done the same amount of healing work as you, or who is even trying to heal, you should move away. Okay? It seems like you should prioritize finding more people that are like you. The highest version of you, the healthiest version of you, the version of you that you desire to be, not the one you've always known. Okay? That's all I got, Pile 1. I hope that made sense. Yeah, and get this person out your way who oversteps your boundaries and who you're learning lessons from. Once you've learned the lesson, that's it. This is a karmic partner. Yes, look, it's all an act. Detour. We outgrew each other. This is somebody you're supposed to leave alone. Look, some people never change. Some of y'all need to sage your space. That's all I got. That's all I got, Pile 1. I hope that makes sense. Also, I'm picking up on something here too, where it's like, if it's someone around you that you're keeping around for the ego stroke, like you don't actually want to be with them, but they, like, you don't have any romantic feelings for them, but you keep them around because, I don't know, they make you feel confident, they're giving you things, I don't know. Get that person out the way too. That's not real love. Okay? That's what your shadow's saying. Your shadow says stop feeding your ego. Pile 1. All right, now I'm done. I'll talk to you guys later. Channel songs are down below. Hi, bye-bye. Pile 2. Hello, you are the pile that chose image 2. Pile 2. Somebody could be born in February, or somebody's born on the 2nd. Could be a Pisces or an Aquarius. That may be relevant for you. People who chose this pile, you could be born on the 18th. You could be born on the 14th, or somebody else's. Some of you could also be Virgos or Libras, or you're dealing with one. Others of you could be Geminis or Tauruses, or you're dealing with one. Pile 2. I'm also getting Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, heavy in this pile. Capricorn, the heaviest. And Sag, you're in here, heavy. Pile 2, this pile is very interesting. I'm not going to lie. This seems friend and family related. I don't know if some of you are currently suffering from depression, or if you are prone to depression. And this isn't to be me being insensitive. I'm sorry if me being direct about this is striking a nerve for anybody. I know some people are sensitive about these things. So again, please forgive me. But I am picking up on the energy of someone in here that may have issues with bouts of sadness, or feeling confused about where they're headed, what they should be doing, what they should be focused on, who they should be around, things like that. Now, this is the thing, pile 2. If you're not happy currently, you're not on the right path. Okay? Now, some of you may be like, well, I suffer from depression, so, you know, I could be on the right path, but I'm just sad. You know what it is? And I get that. But what I'm really getting is, or the thing that I feel like I'm trying to get at in this reading is, there's something about who you're currently around, whether it's family members or a work environment, like people that you view as family in a work environment. Some of you guys have been at a job for a very long time. Others of you, again, this is about your family, mom, dad, kids, whatever it is. Not really your kids, but, you know, siblings, whoever it is around you. If you really could take a second to meditate or reflect on your life, I feel like some of you would be able to identify certain people in your reality that have drained you of your energy, or haven't been as supportive, who may have put you down at some point in time. There's just something here about people that trigger your anxiety. Your anxieties and your depression are triggered by certain people in your life. And whether you know it or not, these people, this could also be at a job, these people or situations or environments are really hindering you from going after what it is that you need, but also getting the proper rest that you need. It's very clear that there's certain people in your life you shouldn't be around. Okay, you shouldn't be around these people. These people could be toxic, very toxic. These people could have been abusive at some point in time. Again, I'm sorry if that's triggering. I don't know whether there's like a... I'm really not trying to trigger anybody in this pile, but this is a very sensitive subject. But I am getting like, I don't know if there's some form of Stockholm syndrome that's going on for some of you. But it's almost like some of you have lived around people who have been enemies to you at some point in time, or who have really tried to, again, bring you down. Something significant about the winter time. All right, so again, Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces season may be relevant. It could be this winter that's relevant, or next winter, I don't know. Some of you, you've just lived a very cold life, a very harsh life. Or you're being told that it's time to separate yourself and kind of embrace your independence. Because there's definitely people around you that you're not supposed to be around. Some of you are around these people because you're financially dependent on them. Others of you are around these people because you just got love for them. You just, these are people that you are comfortable with, that you know. It's like it's all you know. So because it's all you know, you're willing to tolerate it. But I really get the vibe that some of you have issues with setting boundaries or speaking your mind in these connections, because these people tend to cause conflict. All right, for some of you, you're even around people that are competing with you. If this is a work environment, again, you could be very comfortable within this work environment, but these people have their issues with you, or it's very overwhelming being in this space. But instead of you leaving or just accepting the fact that like it's time for you to find something better, to be around more supportive people, to be around people that, give you some level of reciprocal love, or who treat you right, who help you maintain your happiness, there's an energy here of just being stuck, codependent, addicted to these people. And again, it's almost like it's just easier to embrace the chaos than fight against it. For others of you, there's a fear here of speaking your mind because, again, maybe there's things that people don't normally do. There's things that people don't normally say, people don't normally do within these dynamics. It could be against your culture to speak up to authority figures, or it's just something that hasn't been done. Okay, you could have people within your family dynamic that are very toxic, or who are, have addictions or anything like that. And instead of you voicing your opinion about it or speaking on it to them, you just bear and grin it, or you just grin and bear it. I think you just grin and bear it, not not bear and grin it. You just grin and bear it, is what I'm trying to say. You just go along with it. But there's definitely something toxic going on. A lot of gaslighting, a lot of manipulation, projecting, again, competition. And it could be a mixture. I'm telling y'all, it seems like it's a mixture between family, and work environment. This could be friend group as well. There's just some sort of long-standing investment. It could be one person or more than one person, but I'm getting there's someone in the energy that you've been around for long enough to know that it isn't healthy to be around this person, but some of you haven't found the courage to set a proper boundary, to communicate your thoughts, to create the space that's needed for you to heal. And others of you are not saying anything because you're comfortable, and it's almost like you've allowed your sadness, or you've allowed the experiences that you've had to become the norm. Okay? Which they aren't. So your shadow wants you to have more, it says, the more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. Your intuition is telling you, or your intuitive side, could be your intuition, your shadow side is telling you that you need to focus more on your faith so that you can release yourself from this. Wherever you are that's keeping you stuck mentally, emotionally. Some of you are, again, bound to something financially, mentally, emotionally. There's a trauma bond here. This could even be with a mom. Okay, it doesn't have to be. But I'm getting like, or a wife, sister, friend, I don't know. Some of you are here with someone that aunt. There's someone in your energy that is, again, I mean, it could also be masculine too. Father, brother, uncle. It's just someone in your energy that you need to separate yourself from. Changes will be made. I feel like you are going to make these changes, Pal 2. I feel like you are finding the time to heal and, look, the closure. Some of you are having a hard time with closing this cycle, though. For some of you, I'm not going to lie, I do feel like some of the people around you, they are going to do the work to heal so that you could still be around them. But you can't heal them. And you can't expect healing if you don't have a conversation about what they need to heal. So some of y'all need to talk to these people. Sacrifices must be made. Yeah. Either you're literally leaving these situations behind so you can heal and you can be happy, or somebody's going to have to cut out some sort of bad habits. Somebody has bad habits. All right. There's somebody in your life that has bad habits, whether it's too much ego. Yeah. Unresolved issues, too much ego. They're a bit narcissistic, abusive, again, financially abusive, verbally abusive. Gaslighting. They're doing all kinds of things to throw you off. Some of you are going to have a conversation with someone, and it may require you to separate yourself or focus on yourself in the meantime for these things to change, for you to get on your happiest path. But I'm getting your shadows, like, if you stay, you're just accepting what it is. Yeah, lies and partial truths. Some of y'all people be lying. Somebody be lying. Somebody in here lying. I am their light. You could be lying. You could be lying to yourself, Patu. Saying that these people need you or you have to be here when you really don't. When you really don't. And they really don't need you. They need to get a therapist. Or they need to do their own spiritual work. You can be the catalyst, but you can't heal them. Patu. So that's all I got from my Pal 2s. I hope that made sense, Pal 2. I hope you enjoyed that message. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you did, turn on your notification bells. Check the description box down below to book a personal reading. Book a personal reading if you need further guidance. Yep, that's all I got. Bye-bye. Hi, Pal 3. Last but not least, you are the pile that chose image 3. All right, numbers that could be relevant for you in this pile are 12 or 4, or somebody could be a Pisces or an Aries or a Taurus or an Aries. Heavy on the Aries in this pile. I'm also getting Leo heavy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn heavy, Sag could also be in this pile, Scorpio and Aries could also be relevant. I also get fixed sign energy on this card up here, so Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius. Yes, all right, so pile 3, this is about your intuition. Your shadow wants you to know that you're just ignoring it. You're just ignoring it. A lot of you, there's an energy of being confused about where to go next in your life, or what to do next. I do get the vibe here that some of you have self-sabotaging tendencies, pile 3, where even when you are on the right track, or even when you are kind of in alignment with where you're supposed to go, maybe even when you're very close to achieving a certain goal, you tend to act confused or dwindle down the path, or ignore the signs and synchronicities, or might even try to hold on to things a little bit tighter when you know you're supposed to level up into the next level or something like that. Like, I'm getting fear of success here. And your shadow wants you to know that you're doing this because you are afraid of success. It's not that you're, being hindered. Some of you could be telling yourself like, oh, people are stopping me, people are throwing me off. I don't know where I'm going. It's evil eye. It's this, it's that. I don't think it's evil eye, or it's this, or it's that. I feel like you need to trust your emotions. Okay, you've done a lot of work to heal your intuition and your heart space. You could have been through trauma and relationships and things that have caused you to not trust yourself, or to not fully understand your emotions. But I feel like you're now in a space where you are fully aware of what your intuition is telling you, and you are fully aware of what your emotions are when you feel them. So you just need to trust yourself. Like, your shadow side is telling you to trust yourself. It's very clear what you want. It's always very clear what you want. But you just tend to ignore it. Some of you have like a runner energy, like you run away from what you want to do, or you choose to be inconsistent so you don't complete the task or whatever it is. But certain things are definitely divinely guided on your path for you to complete. Certain people are definitely brought your way for you to meet them or to connect with them. And instead of being afraid of what could happen, just embrace it. Just embrace it. There is a chapter of your life that's coming to a close, or there could even be somebody that you're supposed to be letting go of at this time. Or a chapter of your life that you're supposed to be letting go of at this time, right? Maybe you're meant to mature. Maybe you're supposed to be growing into this King of Pentacles, King of Wands type of energy. You're supposed to be leveling up. Some of you could have love options that you're supposed to be choosing from. You already know like what you want to do with that. Or you're trying to figure that out now, but instead of actually following your intuition, some of you just choose to not decide, and it creates tower moments. Like, some of you are creating tower moments. Tower moments are a result of not listening to your intuition, always. So if there is a tower that's currently happening in your life, or if there is something that's meant to be falling apart or changing at this time, just let it. Stop trying to fight it. Stop running away from it. You're actually getting closer to something that you've wanted to achieve at this time. Like, there's something that you're getting closer to. So you're being told to embrace that. Some of you, I feel like you're afraid of being happy. That's why I'm getting this self-sabotagey vibe. Like, some of you, when things are going right, you may start to feel like you gotta switch it up. or you stagnate or something. Like, I don't know, like you start to mess up things when they're going well. Because you're used to chaos. You're used to things going bad, or you're used to making the wrong decision. But I'm getting you haven't made the wrong decision. So what your shadow wants you to know right now, pile 3, is that you actually have already planted the seeds. Let them grow. If you feel pushed to go in another direction or do something different, trust your intuition. Follow your intuition. Maybe you are supposed to pivot. Maybe you are supposed to try something new. But if they're telling you to stay the course, stay the course. Stop ruining the things you build. Somebody in here, you destroy stuff that you build because you're used to things being destroyed. So I guess in order for you to feel like you have more control, you destroy them first. All right. This is the I left before you could leave me pile, which isn't good. But I'm even getting that in a career sense. Like you leave the career before you even get the chance to see the fruits of your labor, or you sabotage a project or stop doing a project before you even get a chance to see it all the way through. That's not what you're supposed to do. Now, for another group of you, I am getting some of you could overinvest to the point where, again, when you're being told to pivot, when you're being told to let go, go in another direction, choose a new path, you stay the course so long that if you knew it was supposed to fall apart, it will explode. It explodes in your face. And then you're like, oh no, like, you know what? Maybe I'm gonna just do that new thing. Then you're like, maybe I'll do it now. I'm getting, just do it. Just do the thing now. Start the project now. Stop waiting. Keep investing in that thing if that's what you want to do. Keep investing. But for others of you, it's like, learn how to let go or give in when you feel intuitively led to do so. But there's something in your life that's coming to a close, and you need to just let it fall. Okay? Because it's not really up to you. It's up to the universe. So let's see. Yeah. Like some of you get really great opportunities and don't take them seriously. Like you'll be taking them seriously at some point and then stop taking it seriously because you don't trust yourself. You don't trust that it's where you're supposed to be at or what you're supposed to be investing in, whether it's a love situation or a job or whatever it is. But I'm getting like, you need to take more time to meditate and trust yourself. Some of you may need to go outside more and be with the animals. Messages from Pile. Threes, shadow side. You don't love me. Some of y'all, are you with someone that you don't love? Or are you running away from someone that you do? Like, are you destroying a relationship? Or are you with someone you don't love? Trust the universe. Yeah. The universe got your back. If you need to let something go, let it go so the universe can help you figure out what you need to do. For others of you, if the universe sent you something that was positive, like you manifested something positive, stop being inconsistent. Be consistent. Commit to that thing. Some of y'all got commitment issues. So then you start to go like, I don't know, my intuition. But it's like, is it? Yeah, stand your ground. Either you need to stand your ground towards leaving something out, leaving something behind. Some of y'all are seeing angel numbers. 111, 1111, 999, 122, 333, 555, 777, 888, 2222, 6666, 8111. Some of y'all are seeing angel numbers. What was I gonna say? Fight for what you want. Fight for what you want, or because it's two people in this group, or you switch between two sides. Fight for what you want, or completely be done with what you say you're done with. Stop going back and forth. If your intuition told you to end something, end that. That was the right decision. Leave it alone. You know what this gives me the vibe of too? This isn't for everybody, and not everybody's going to agree with this, but this is my personal opinion. If you have an opinion, you could put it in the comments, whatever it is, but just hear me out. Hear me out. This is giving me the vibe of a person that keeps their exes as friends. Okay. Now, some people feel like that's normal. I feel like it's a sign of attachment issues. I feel like unless you have kids or some major commitment attached to your ex, when you're done, especially if this person done cheated on you, lied to you, betrayed you, whatever it is, or if it just completely has ended, the connection has fizzled out, there's no need to keep investing in it. Once you're done with it, let it be done. What's wrong with people? Why don't people know how to just let go? I don't know. If I'm done with you, I'm done with you. Okay? Some people may view that as a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to me. If you're going to move into the next connection, you need to have made the space for a new person to feel like they're comfortable. A lot of times if you keep exes, and I'm not gonna lie, if it's something here again, like if they're friends with you because you have kids with them or whatever it is, that's completely understandable. If it's like a long standing friend or something like that, okay, that's fine. You know, to each his own. You got to talk to your partner about it. But for the people again that stay attached to their ex while they're moving into a new connection, just in case they're confused about the whether they should have left their ex or not, that's giving me you who's in this pile. Or like the person where it's like, you should be cutting off somebody if you want to move into a real relationship, but you kind of keep that door open or that pathway open just because you're not completely sure if you made the right decision. Some of y'all need to make decisions and stand on them. Stand on business. I'm getting stand on business with this. Stand on it. Create the boundary and keep it pushing. Stop giving people leeway to keep you in a gray area. You don't need to be in a gray area in this pile. You're very intuitive. You need to just trust your gut and keep it moving. Yeah, someone is unhappy. For some of y'all, if that's not the case, again, because I'm getting either you're destroying relationships or you're clinging to them. Bottom of the deck, you have I need to reach out. Some of y'all, you could have cut somebody off or you moved away from someone and they need to reach out to you. But some of y'all are like, should I reach out? Should I say something? Should I? Da, da, da? Let the connection end so a new cycle can start. Sometimes endings lead to new beginnings, whether it's with the person you have in mind or not. Or sometimes you close out a job or a business or anything like that just for a new one to be built, a better one to be built. Don't be afraid of endings in this pile. Don't be afraid to just choose a path and stick to it. Stop being afraid of commitment. Commit to something and stick to it. Sometimes there's space to be malleable and, to make compromise and stuff like that. And then other times it just needs to be a one and done. For real. Somebody in here, you need to learn how to just be one and done. And then have faith that the universe is putting you on the right path. Because the only person keeping you stuck is you. So follow your heart. You want to be with that person? I want to be with that person. Okay, stand your ground. Commit to it. Trust the universe. Tell them you love them. Make it clear that you're going to reach out. Yes, look, we're going to work on this. We're going to work on the connection. Let's build the connection. For others of you, if you're like, I'm done with this person, got to leave that person behind, leave that person behind. Keep it pushing. Focus on your business. Focus on yourself. Focus on these other things. Stop being like, oh, did I make the right decision? Did I make the right decision? You did. It's over. Something is over. And now you're very close to achieving your goal because you ended it. You're even closer now because you cut that person off. Because you decided to stand your ground. Because you chose a new path. You get what I'm saying? You were further away from the goal when you were clinging. So that's just my 2 cents, Pile 3. I don't know if that makes sense to you. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. If it did, turn on your notification bells. Check the description box down below to book a personal reading. Book a personal reading if you need further guidance. Channel songs are in the description box. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.